A lot of stories require characters to act like idiots and not think of certain things that most people would. But tonight, we're going to talk about one of those times, one of those things that really grates on me and pulls me out of stories.
And welcome back to the heart of the stories we tell. I'm Rob, the host, and this is another look deep into what makes a story, a theory on storytelling by a storyteller who believes that every story has merit. And tonight's episode is.
Pick up a damn phone! Seriously, why doesn't anyone ever rely on the use of their friends, especially in life or death situations? Okay, so TV Tropes has this entire thing about idiot plots and the fact that you're not supposed to mention which ones are which. And I did a whole thing on deconstructions, and deconstructions are going to be a lot of what we're talking about today. Because we're going to talk about two shows that shouldn't have the same issue. But okay, before I get started, what do here? I review stories, I come up with concepts of how and why we tell stories, and in general, I geek out at weird movies, TV shows, comic books, you name it. If that sounds interesting to you, click subscribe and join us. I'm sorry, my voice is a little hoarse today. I'm going to try to not have that mess up too much. Now, mentally, we all make mistakes. We all think we can handle things we can't. We all have moments where it's, oh, duh, I should have done that better. Let's be honest. There's not a single person watching this video that says, oh man, every time I've had to make a decision, I've made the right one. So, why would I hold that to the characters in the story? Well, I shouldn't, and I don't. But here's the thing. When you've multiple times throughout the years saved the entire world because of the use of you and the same group of people, I would expect that when things start to get weird and things are starting to go a little wonky, you might want to pick up the phone. And especially in modern day, there's a very easy way to do that. I mean, really. We all carry supercomputers in our pocket that are capable of texting, phone calls, video chats, Facebook, you name it. And we all have ways to contact our friends. Now, that's not to say that every one of these people should be forming the new Avengers. But there's two shows in particular, one handling it well and one handling it bad. Handling it well is season 3 of Stranger Things. Handling it bad is every season after the first of the TV show Heroes. Now, I guess technically, this is where I should throw up a spoiler warning, although I'm less inclined to do so for Heroes that's like, I don't know, like 10 years, 15, I don't know, I'm old. But Stranger Things Season 3 I'm going to try to keep to a minimum, but spoiler alert anyway. So, the two shows, on their surface, look like they have very little in common. Although both are deconstructions, one's superhero, one's horror, one of them really focuses on kids. In fact, the best I've heard is that it's Goonies meets Heroes, but whatever. Heroes, on the other hand, was always supposed to be superheroes, and were supposed to be saving the day. And both of them have plots that could have theoretically killed at least hundreds, if not thousands, maybe millions. In season 1, both of these shows had characters that weren't really directly connected or were loosely connected, and they came together in order to save the day. In some cases, making new friendships. In a lot of cases, these friendships blossomed into really great personal scenes. The problem is as season 2 started, you realize that they don't really have ways to call each other when things go sideways, or upside down in the case of one of them. On the other hand, one of them was a pretty modern story, and the other one takes place in the 80s. And I think that's a big deal. Now, it's important to mention that both of these stories have a plot that's based on, hey, it's the real world, but something's just a little screwy. Something's gone off the rails. So everything you know about the real world should apply. So this is why it's not a fantasy, but an urban fantasy. And this is where the pet peeves come in. Pet peeve number 1. In the real world, there are people that are going to believe you. Point blank. It doesn't matter if you want to say something as ridiculous as the moon landing was faked, or even more ridiculous that George W. Bush was a hyper-intelligent lizard man. I can make a video on the most outrageous thing, and I can get people to believe me. And I'm not that convincing. So when people start saying, hey, there's a danger, even if most people don't believe you, some people should. And the other thing is those people that specifically already faced something outrageous, already saw the world has gone crazy, should be even more inclined to do so. So this is where good idea, bad idea comes up. Bad idea. Modern world. With YouTube, internet, communication at the fingertips. Good idea. Placing Stranger Things in the 80s. The second one is, most of the characters in Stranger Things are kids. And you know what? If you ever want someone to handle something like an idiot and make a mistake, it's way more acceptable for it to be someone who has less experience, less real life experience. Yeah, okay, Hopper acts like a kid in certain regards. But at the end of the day, everyone in Heroes did. Now, it doesn't solve all the problems. At the end of the day, I'm not going to say that there wasn't a part of me that was getting annoyed watching Stranger Things Season 3 saying, seriously, ask your friends for help. Seriously, ask your friends for help. There is one person in that show that has superpowers. In Heroes, everyone has superpowers. So at the end of the day, there's part of me that says that Heroes also kind of got it right. Because when, push comes to shove, if the world's about to end, El might be your only chance. So, okay, everyone should be looking for El. On the other hand, in Heroes, everyone has superpowers. Maybe they could be confident enough to say, hey, I understand this. I know what's going on. But I'm curious what you think. Do you get annoyed when TV shows, movies, whatever, forget that there are other heroes? Especially in this age of multi-movie, huge storytelling things like the MCU, where Iron Man 3 gets a lot of this because, well, if the president's kidnapped and the whole world's in danger, where are the Avengers? Now, of course, later they had Civil War as the explanation for why they wouldn't call each other, but still, they were still grouped. Then again, adults acting like children kind of is a theme here. But like I said, let me know down in the comment section what you think. Do you mind these idiot plots? Do you mind when these things happen? Does it pull you out? Is it a pet peeve of yours the way it is of mine? And by the way, I love all of the stories. But okay, now's the time when I need to ask you to like and share, and of course, join my Patreons, help me make better videos because my computer's dying. That's why I've spent a month not making videos. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button because I'm walking down a really weird path right now with my stories, and I'm curious what you think. I'm also trying to help out a friend doing some G.I. Joe toy videos, so I'm including his link here. I hope you have a good day, and thank you for walking with me through the heart of the stories we tell.